All right, we are live. Happy Monday, people. We are on our rebuild call. And on this call, I want to talk about a couple things which are happening on the Austin Men's Development Board and that have to do with masculinity, how we grow, how we become better men, and especially for guys who are going through that divorce or custody battle where they're getting hammered, just wrecked. And one of the things that we have on this board right now is somebody talking about how they were used by a woman. And how many people can relate with this, right? How many guys can relate with this? Is that they were used by a woman, taken advantage of, and now their viewpoint on women and femininity has to change in order to protect themselves. And I want to talk about this because this is part of a lie of masculinity. This is a part of a lie of men's development. And in this lie, it is the lie that is just going to waste a tremendous amount of time for you, which is terrible, but it also could cause some harm. So let's get to it. All right, what's happening, guys? My name is Steve Mayeda. If you don't know me yet, I'm the founder of this group, Austin Men's Development, where this is streaming live, or if you're watching on YouTube or whatever, what is happening. 43 years old, have 4 amazing, awesome sons. There were 2 really crazy custody battles that went into that, and there's a lot that we talk about that here, but in that is this total rebuilding of a man, which is where we're having this call on, is on the Rebuild Challenge call. I would really strongly recommend that you look into the different starting points that we have within this because it's really important. So we have a guy on here, and everybody can relate with this. And this has happened to me. We get used by a woman. A woman fucks us up because we're beta cucks. We're these despicable men that if we allow women to have power and we share our real selves with them, we're falling into this deceptive lie that we could get killed by a woman. I'm going to tell you this, any woman that I've had a good relationship with, any woman that I've had respect for, any woman that I've had kids with, any woman that I've given a part of my life to, if that relationship ended, and they all end at some point, it makes me feel bad. I've also been used by women. I've also been cheated on by women. I've had the feeling of humiliation by women. I have had times where women had more power in a relationship than me. Now, let's back this up even more. To a level which might be incomprehensible to others, I have also had power over women. I've used women. I've cheated on women. I've done all the things like I've had women give me money. I've had women support me. I've had all sorts of problems come about that. And right now in the men's development industry, there are 3 types of men. And this third one is super rare. But the first one is the man that has gone through some sort of life experience, felt pain, and he becomes a victim. He says, man, men are so screwed. We have higher suicide rates. We have they're true. They're all true. And they are true. I mean, I'm somebody that works with people who daily who have suicidal issues, addiction problems, all these problems of men that come about. And I'll tell you right now, the blame, as real as it is, the facts, as real as they are not the solution for that man getting better. The second type of man is a man that has had some life experience, may or may not have felt pain because he'll never tell you, and postures about how strong he is, about how badass he is. And this is that guy that's going like, no, man, I'm alpha. I'm doing this to make myself better, and I'm never going to be hurt again. I'm going to have power, and they're some of the biggest blamers as well. One of the problems with this is you never really grow. You never really, God, man, these first 2 things that I'm talking about, the men's development industry serves them best. How can I hear your blame and anger? And there is a place for that. There is a place. If you have been in a bad spot, you need to talk your shit. You need to vent. You need to purge it. You need to get angry. You need to be, there's a reason. I'm not saying there's not a reason to be angry at your ex-wife. I'm not saying there's not a reason to want revenge and all these things. But if we take that path, we're just never going to get better. But we do need to walk that path with wise men. And we'll get to this third person in a second. The second person that's posturing and armoring himself and saying that he's better than everybody and he's this alpha dude is somebody that the men's development industry loves, because we all need a superhero. We all need somebody to say that we're good. We all need somebody to say that we're better than other people and that we're superior. But we never ask, why do we want superiority? Why do we need it so bad to have rank over other people. And it's really sad. This is one of the saddest tragedies of masculinity, is that we then have men who just learn how to look good and never face pain. And they never realize that their whole reason for looking strong and being alpha is so that they will never have to feel the pain or see the pain or revisit the pain or have pain be an issue of the hurt that they felt. And it's just a mechanism for running. Run. I'm never going to see it. I'm going to bury it. I'm going to hide it. And you can live in these first two ways really well. You can live as a man in our society and gain social success and social acceptability through these things. But you will never be actualized. You'll never be yourself. You will never be able to feel who you are. And that's the point of all this. That's the point, to be strong. Right? And then there's this third man where he goes through life, he feels pain, he makes peace with it, he exists in it, he doesn't run from it, he will invite it, and he shows strength from that. Or he shows life from that. Let's just take away the strength part. But I want to say this because like we hear about all this like control women and dominate them. Dude, you should learn how to do that. You should learn how to control women and dominate. I agree. But you should also know that in that, you're going to get dominated, you're going to get controlled, and that's okay. You're going to feel something. You might get hurt, and that's okay. You're going to have some situations come up in your life, and that's okay. And I'm just going to straight up say this. Like, if we put things to the test in whatever different ways, in many ways, I'm stronger than many of the men promoting strength. And what that means is I can live with a lot of pain. I can make a lot of decisions in pain. I can guide my family in hard situations. I can guide myself in hard situations. I know what it's like to, one, sit with somebody who wants to kill themselves or is going through this massive, journey of their life, and how to hold space for them or how to guide them in the right way. I have no problem with that, and I'm not afraid of that. If that happens to me, meaning that I have to sit through a time where I'm in pain, I'm depressed, potentially suicidal, potentially angry or whatever, I know I can live through it. I don't run from it. If I need to have that, I can have that, right? If I need to do something courageous for my kids or my family or for my group or my clients, I can do that. And in those ways, man, I'm strong. I don't mind fighting for something and potentially losing if it's the right thing. No problem for me. Where does that come from? Where does that come from? What is this dialogue of men or that we're having amongst men? We are co-signing men. We are inviting them to live their disorder of posturing, of these bullshit labels that we have to deal with, and not giving them an opportunity to be able to vent with who they are. See, this is an amazing, amazing thing. Where we are able to connect in these big ways. What we do as men in order to progress is we share. We're able to unite. We're able to connect with people. We don't have to hold some sort of rank. I mean, I'm just going to tell you right now, like I have a men's group that's highly active with 140 people on it, where I work at 24/7. If you've ever seen me work with people, I'm always doing this. I do that for people. And then there's the addicts. I mean, I don't know how many of them there are. There's probably like 80 that I work with directly. This is what I do. Like I help people. I give my life to helping people. And then I have 4 sons where I give my life to that. That is a huge, huge thing. I never posture. I never say like, oh bro, if you need my help. Masculinity needs to understand that there's a road to this, and there's a specific road. We're not women, where we walk with a very, very strong intention, a lot of pressure on us, and we need to be able to talk about it. We need to know what that pain is. And man, let me tell you, like this is something that I know and I see. And stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time looking at those other two like versions of masculinity that are sold over and over again. on posturing, on trying to be better than other people, on trying to run from your pain, you can sit in it and it's going to hurt. It's not that big of a deal. It's going to feel bad. It's going to feel weak at times. But if you gain strength from that, that is the real strength that we need to share. And again, man, I'm sick of, we hear this a lot from the feminine telling us how to be better men. And that's not what men need right now, right? Men need to hear it from men. But I'm really sick. This is the real problem with masculinity today, is hearing it from men who sell this image that you have to be something that you're not in order to have this thing that you feel within yourself. Look, we have a culture where things are going all different places. But man, now more than ever, do we need to realize it's okay to be lost. It's okay to be out, but we can have a very, very strong version of masculinity, a strong version of yourself that comes out, but we have to build it. We have to work it. And if we don't do that, we're just wasting time. And that wasting of time is very painful, is very hurtful, and we don't need to go through it. In any case, talk to you guys soon. If you like this sort of stuff, jump on our rebuild call. We work nonstop. I work nonstop. Yesterday's call was probably 15 hours that we did. Guys interacting all over the world. Saturday we had calls. Friday we had calls. Thursday we had our local meetup. There's non-stop stuff happening here. Get involved, get off the free board, get on the Rebuild Challenge or on MDX and really do something to better your life, because the answer is there. In any case, I will talk to you guys soon, and ciao for now.